I know you want to jump in, so have at it.
Oh, thank you so much. I want to thank my colleague, the gentleman from California, Mr. Garamendi, for yielding me time. My message to our colleagues in the House of Representatives is very clear and direct. We've got to continue to cap student loan interest rates at 3.4%. Student loan borrowers and their families should not have to pay more on their student loan debt. The President has done all he can do right now to help bring relief to our student loan borrowers. Now it's time for Congress to act. But Congress has to do more. We need to reform the system. We've got to change the system. And that's why I wrote and introduced the Student Loan Forgiveness Act of 2012. It will help cut student loan debt, free up borrowers' money so they can invest it on their own. That's a real economic stimulus that will create jobs here in this country. So I want to thank you again, Mr. Garamendi, for yielding me time. I yield my time back to you.
Well, thank you very much. Let's stay on this student loan issue for a while here. This is the reality of student loans. The debt levels, according to the Federal Reserve Bank, and some of this has just been recently updated, student loans comprise a larger portion of the personal debt in America than credit cards and auto loans. Actually, the number recently, just in the last couple of days, has risen to about $1 trillion of outstanding student loans in the United States. The auto is somewhere around about $700 billion, and then the auto and credit cards about $700 billion. So we're talking about a huge amount of outstanding money, and when you double that interest rate, you're hitting right at the gut of every student and those who have graduated. And when you combine that with the Republican blueprint of immediately requiring a larger payment on graduation, you're really stifling the economy. And I know you wanted to talk about this, Mr. Clarke, about the way in which the Republican proposal would actually slow down the economy by denying. Well, go ahead. You and I were discussing this earlier.
No, thank you again, and you're absolutely correct. You know, if we keep the student loan burden low on our borrowers, I mean, it's not low. I mean, many student loan borrowers are paying like $1,000 a month on their loans. But the more that our borrowers can keep their money and invest it, start their own businesses, think about it. Our students, our graduates are the ones that have the ambition and discipline to be able to go through school to graduate. They're likely the ones that would start their own businesses, be entrepreneurs. That's how you build jobs and create financial security for not only our families, but also economic security for our country. But many of our borrowers right now, they can't take the risk of starting their own business, even starting a family, let alone buying a home because of student loan debt. So if we can keep that debt as low as possible, that'll help stimulate our economy. It's a great job growth stimulus.
Exactly right. I've had my kids graduate from college. Fortunately, they didn't have to take out student loans. We gave them